Hi, let's see how to download and install Automation Anywhere A2019 and what is the minimum system requirements to install A2019. The final one is overview of A2019. So let's see each and everything one by one. In order to download the A2019, just use this link. I'll update this link in the video description. You can use at any time, or else just open any of your web browser and type Automation Anywhere Community Edition. Automation space Anywhere Community Edition. So just type that, press enter. So once you hit enter, you will be navigated to this item. So here you need to click on the first one, the Community Edition and Automation Anywhere. Just click on that. Then you will be navigated to the Automation Anywhere home page. So this is the Community Edition home page. Here you need to update the details like first name, last name, your email address, country, phone, company, and I have read and accept the Community Edition terms and conditions. After that, if you want to receive the emails from the Community Edition Automation Anywhere, you can check this checkbox, or else you can leave it. But this one is mandatory. I have read and accept the Community Edition. So once you have entered all the details like first name, last name, email address, country, everything, then finally you can click on this button, get free Community Edition. So once you click on the button, you will receive the email with the credentials. So here is a sample email. Hi, thanks for signing up Automation Anywhere Community Edition A2019. To get started, log in with these credentials. So this is the control room URL, and this is the username, and this is your password. So it's all hidden. In the email, original email, you will receive the email with the credential and the username. So using that username and credential, you can log into the control room. So in order to log in the control room, just copy this URL, control room URL, and paste this in any of your web browser. I'll paste this in the web browser. Now you will be navigated to the sign in page. Yeah, this is the control room sign in page. Here you need to enter the username which you have received in the email, username and the password. So once you click on the login, it will ask you to change the password. While entering to the existing password, you need to provide the new password. You need to change that password. Since the previous one is a default password, you need to change this to any other new password. So once you will change the password, you will be navigated to the control room. So this is the A2019 control room. Like the previous versions, previous version also we had the same control room, but this A2019, it's advanced version. It's completely web-based application. There is no client, there is no task editor or separate web-based application. Nothing is there. It's completely web-based application. It's easy to use, very easy. Also, they have added multiple commands. So previously we have called commands, right? But currently they are calling as packages or actions. Let me show you each and everything. So in the control room, we have a home and dashboard. The next one is dashboard. So in the home itself, previously we had the same options. There is no difference in that, but they have advanced, they have changes multiple things in very advanced way. Like this is the web-based application, right? Previously we had a client and the other fields. That's the reasons they have advanced. There is a lot of things are there in the home page. Either we can create a bot and launch IQ bot. So bot, just you want to know that bot. Previously we had three type of bots: task bot, IQ bot, and meta bot. But currently in this A29, we have only task bot and the IQ bot. Meta bot is not available as of now. They have not installed the meta bot in A2019. In future, maybe they have included, or else they'll they will stop that service. But in the commands, we have lot of commands. Compared with the previous version, we are having lot of commands in the A2019. So we can use, most probably we can use all of our actions. So in the home, we have this option and dashboard. So in the dashboard page, we have getting started. In order to create the bot and recently visited pages, IQ bot, bot insights, and my metrics. A number of tasks were created and most used actions, and number of task bots were run, and average time spent to create a task bot. And here we have activity. So activity of the bots, each and everything, in progress or else historical bots. Whatever the task is running, you can see the status in the in progress dashboard, and historical, the completed actions. Whatever the task bot has been completed, you can see this in the historical view. And bots. So here we have three bots, right? Three options. Sorry, my bots, credentials, and global values. In the my bots, we have all of the bots. All of the bots, whatever the bots you have created, everything is available under the my bots. So already I have created only few bots. Everything is displaying under the my bot section. And credentials. Credentials you can create and use for many purposes. In the next section, we will see how to create the credentials and use it. And global values. Compared with the previous version, in the A29, they have added multiple features. Let's see each and everything one by one. And my device. So here you can see the device. So when you have any successfully installed, now you need to connect your control room to the device. In order to connect this to the control room, just go to my device and click on this button, add local bot agent. So just click on this add local bot agent. Then what will happen is it will download one of the exe file. It's very, very important. In order to run the task, you need to connect this control room to the system. Then only you can run the task. For that, just click on this button and the exe file. The exe file is 188 MB. So very minimal size, only 188 MB file. It will get downloaded. So in the previous versions, we need at least 4 GB RAM, right? Either if you have a 8 GB RAM, it works fine. Or else if you have only 4 GB, maybe you will be slowness or some other issues are there. In this version, you don't need any highest memory or anything. If you have any very basic memory, very basic system is enough, since everything is controlled by the web-based application. Here there is no client or any other versions. So in order to use the web-based application, you just need a minimum system requirements. Either if you have a 2 GB, that's fine. Really, that's fine with the 2 GB memory. You can use without any issues. You can use that. So just you need to download this Automation Anywhere exe file. So once you have downloaded the file, go to your download folder and run as an administrator. So once you have completed that, next directly you can use that. Very simple. So what you have done is just you have typed Automation Anywhere Community Edition, and then you have clicked on the Community Edition home page. Here you need to fill your details. So once you have filled all the details, click on this button and you will receive the email. So this is the email you have received. So using this URL, you need to log in with the username and the password. So here is a sign-in page. When you enter the control room URL, you will be navigated to this sign-in page. Here you need to enter username and the password. Then you need to change your password. So once everything is completed, just you need to download this local bot agent. This is the 188 MB file. So once you have downloaded, the download and installation process is completed. Just you have apply for the free version. Once you receive the email, you have downloaded the bot agent. Now everything is completed. We can create the basic bot. So in order to create the bot, go to home page and click on create a bot. So here you need to mention the name of the bot. My bus, okay, welcome bot. I'll call, and description. If you want to mention any description, you can update, or if you want to change the folder, you can change the folder, or else just leave it and create and edit. Okay, welcome bot is already available, so I will change any other name. My first bot, create and edit. So once you click on create and edit, what will happen is it will navigate it to the task bot, task editor. This is the task editor view. Here previously we had only the list view, right? But currently we are having flow view and list view as well as the dual view. Dual, like on the left side we have a flow view, on the right side we have a list view. So now I will add one of the message box so you can see how it looks like. Message box. So for that, just previously we don't have a search box, but currently we are having the search box since we have lot of commands in the navigation. So just type and get the message box and drag and drop between the start to end. This is very important. Between this start to end, you need to drag and drop this message box. And on the right side, we are having the actions. So enter the message box window title. So window title, either you can use, you can update anything, and enter the message to display. The title is different and the message to display is different. So I'll type, this is my first bot. Okay, and scroll bar after lines and close message box after 5 seconds or 10 seconds or anything you can provide. I'll put 3 seconds. So very simple, just we have drag and drop the message box and type the informations, updated few details, window.title and message box to display the values. So once you have done everything, just click on apply and click on save. Now we are ready to run the task. In order to run the task, on the top we have run, and next we have debug and analyze and other options. Just use run the task option. So initially it will validate whether you have downloaded the local agent, bot local agent you have downloaded or not. It's not, it will ask you to re-download that, or else if there is any update, it will ask you to update the version, something like that. So in compared to the previous version, the A 2019, initially it will take some time. Don't get frustrated with that. Initially it will take some time compared with that. Previously it's a desktop application, right? But because of there is no control room connectivity. Control room connectivity in the sense, in the end it will connect it to the control room. But here each and every time, this is because of this is a web-based application, so you need to wait for some time. But compared with the previous version, it's very easy. So it validates each and every function, flow, list and the dual mode. So in the flow view, you can see start, message box and end, and in the list you can see list of items as well as the dual mode. You can see different variety of items. Previously we had only by the list, but currently we are having flow also. So let's see the actions. So what are all the actions are available, advanced actions. I like this web-based application. Compared with the previous version, it's really nice, but it's taking some time. Compared with the desktop application, it's taking some more time. And maybe in future they will advance more. Let's see. So the first command is Active Directory. Connect, create computer, create group, create organization unit, create user. We have a lot of options. Next one is analyze and app integration. So Active Directory, app integration, everything we have in the previous version, but they have modified few things. Few things in the sense, in the inbuilt or else in the background, they have modified many things. Applications, AWS, comprehensive NLB, Boolean, browser, clipboard, commands, credential manager, CSV or text, and currency conversion, data table, database, date and time, delay, dictionary, DLL, email, error handler, Excel advanced. So previously we had only one option for Excel, only Excel. Currently we are having Excel basic and Excel advanced. In both, both command has multiple features: append workbook, delete cells, delete table column, delete worksheet. So previously, we don't have the package for that, but currently they have included the package for delete worksheet, find, get cell color, get number of rows, get single cell. We have a lot of options in the A2019. It's very easy to use. Google Drive, files and folders, FTP, if commands, and image recognition, IQbot, JavaScript, legacy automation, list, loop to file, log, message box, mouse, number utilities, OCR command, and Office 365, OneDrive, PDF, PGP, Python script, recorder. It has a lot of commands available with the A2019. Compared with the previous version, it's really nice because of we have lot of commands. Previously we had used VB script or JavaScript, or in the some of case we have used keystrokes as well as the mouse movement, right? But here we don't need to use the keystrokes and the mouse movements, but we have a keystrokes and the mouse movements in the actions commands, but we don't need to use that since most of the commands were included in the A2019. So directly you can use the commands instead of using the keyboard and the mouse moves. It's really easy to use. And the variables. So previously we had 4 type of variables. Currently they have modified many things. User defined variable and the system variable. System variable also, previous version system variables also available, and currently they are adding multiple items. The other machine, most of the things has been added with the current version. String, enter, separator, tab, and the triggers: email trigger, files and folders, hotkey, interface trigger. Like this, it's very, very advanced version. We need to look at that each and everything. When you have a chance, please watch the other videos.